thank you. And just get started, just to introduce myself. I'm Hama. My name is Hiroyuki Hamamura, but never get right pronunciation from overseas. So I just, everyone ask me call Hama. So, and I have been a performance analyst for 25 years. So guess how old I am? Yeah, I'm very old. Yeah, I'm 54. Yeah, I'm 54, and I played rugby in Japan, and then get through to analyst work after my retirement. And I used to work with Japan Rugby 15s and 7s for Rio Olympic. So it was a good time to beat All Blacks in Rio Olympic. Yeah, and also I work for Australian Rugby for the pathway performance analyst. So I work with under 20s and local coaches, and also a sevens program. That's my background. And so, I'm very lucky to get this opportunity and working with Flying Fijian this year. So thank you for this occasion. So just get started. So everyone doesn't know maybe what the analyst means. So that's maybe first point to make clear. So what is our role? Is just provide coaches with the data and vision to make them clear decision making. So collecting the data or visions and analyzing and present coaches. That's a whole our work, analyst work. But everyone just watching us maybe flying drone or filming the training. But this is our foundation. Our main purpose is analyzing the game and also presenting the information to the coaches to make them better decision. That's our role. Next. Yeah, so what is the vision and the data? This is the data we are collecting. So where we have been and where we are going to. And that information give them a good information to coaches. The coaches can make decision where they want to go. But if they don't have those sort of information, they sometimes lost way. Sometimes maybe different way. So we just not 100% collective, right. Sometimes coaches make a different decision making, but as long as we help and inform them to get them more better decision making, that would be our goal. So the vision and data should not be the subjective information. Or I thought this, you should this, or that's not our role. We have to be a collective, objective information, not subjective. So that's we can have evidence what we have seen on a video clip or what we have seen on a statistic. So those kind of information give them more quality, the decision making, rather than, I think this, we should this, or this is I'm not coach. So I'm not coach, so I cannot say that to the coaches. But as long as we have objective. Yeah, so sometimes you have to stay away from coaches to, give them information, because sometimes a coach doesn't look at, they don't want to look at negative information. But sometimes we have to show because that's a part of their decision making, where they want to go, how we want to get to there. So this is very important for me. So how, as a Flying Fijian analyst team, so we have been collecting and measuring the data or visions to shape our game. So I just show you a couple of our examples, what we have been doing. So this is last year's PNC. We enjoyed our time at the championship. We won the championship. So we are, celebrating. But at the same time, we have to prepare to compete the Tier 1 team against the Tier 1 team in November. So that's a big difference. So this is where we have been, Tier 2, but this is where we are going. So if you see the difference of ball in play, 10 minutes difference, almost 10 minutes, no, sorry, just 5 minutes difference, it's a huge. So we can question to our coaches, are we prepared enough? And how we can adjust the intensity of 35 minutes ball and play, and how we can train. Those kind of things they can start thinking. Yeah. So this is a great example. So it doesn't have to be the international level, even the local level. If you want to compete the top teams, how they're playing, and what intensity they are playing. Those type of information help coaches rather than talking about the breakdowns or talking about set pieces. They sort out. They can sort out. But importantly, how the coaches understand the shape of the game, the intensity of the game. That's very important for us. Make sense? Yeah, so So we won, but still we playing 33 minutes intensity. So the SNC coaches and coaches had a good chat about that to prepare for a Northern Tour. And then we played well, because we get used to that intensity in a training, not a game. We prepared very well. And secondly, this has been an issue around the Flying Fijians about number of penalty counts. But we call offside, defensive offside, it's daylight. So everyone just maybe training saying that daylight. That means no offside. So you have to be on daylight. Then we have been talking this maybe last 6 months and then getting better. So Northern Tour, we only got conceded 1 penalty on offside. So those are continuous information that give them, are we improving or are we still a problem? So those kind of information we can give them, give our coaches. Yeah. So the information is not only for one game. Sometimes you have to accumulate and keep, measuring how we are and where we are. Are we on the right track or, So this is very important. So every tournament, every game, we are presenting this to our coaches. But last July, we had a problem. We increased the number of offside conceded. So we are attacking from bottom to top. And this is a spot we conceded the penalty in the game, in the July test. So you can imagine the number of defensive half we got conceded, which means we cannot play territory. So that's a big influence on our game, shape of game. We want to play in an attacking half because we get conceded so many penalties inside our half. So we couldn't play in the attacking half, especially in Wallaby game. So yeah, easy to talk to. We should get to territory. We should get to territory. We should play over there. But how? How we can fix? How we can get there? So this is one factor of better territory game for us. Is that okay? Any question? All right. This is another part of penalties. We are measuring our shape of our game. Everyone likes a big hit, correct? Everyone likes a big hit, eh? Yeah. But that's end up with penalties now these days rugby because of high tackles. So we got a lot of cards in the past. So now we're trying to reduce our number of penalty by improving the tackle technique. So this is information to the coaches. If we present the coaches just a number of Fiji, 35, 32, or 47, upper, they don't know where we are. Yeah, is it good? Is it bad? We don't know. But if we compare to other teams, we can see where we are, and we can talk about where we want to go, how we get to there. Yeah, so this is a interesting stats. So we are still very high. We are still very high, and very low tackle is only 17% of our total tackles. It's very low. And also, just dominant tackle. This is if we have more dominant tackles in the game, we can throw the ball down or turn over opportunity. But we only have 3% of our tackles are dominating. Let's see the Ireland, 30% of their tackles are dominating. So still we have a room to get there to compete at tier 1. But very important to understand, it's not negative. As long as we understand where we are and where we want to go, this is very important. And the coaches can sort out how to get there. Yeah, so as an analyst, yeah, this kind of information help coaches to make a right decision. All good? Yeah. So, and yeah. You have seen this maybe in a coaching course or whatever you have been experiencing. And this is a maybe different drawing, but this is a principle game. So we are not doing special things. We are not doing any special. We just are following this. We're just following this. What area we have a problem, or what area we are we are good at. To find out, find out the area. And even to analyze the opposition team, we're using this. So where they have a strength, where they have a weakness. To understand that, we can maybe, you can find out that how you have to play the game against opposition. So I have been this long time, and then every time I went to a coaching course, everyone explained this, but I have never seen coaches using this. Yeah, they just talk about set piece, or they just talk about breakdowns. But that's not a whole game. Yeah. For example, when I was with the Japanese club, the coaches want to play from our 22. They just play. They just want to play. They just want to play. It's okay, but we made a lot of mistakes, turnovers. Yeah. So I understand what they want to do, but we are not pressure with the continuity. So maybe we can put a different. We can give them a different pressure, different kind of pressure with the territory. If we're losing the ball from our end. So those kind of questions to our coaches make them maybe right direction. At that time, the coach told me, fuck off. Yeah. But, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. But I just keep presenting because didn't improve. 2 game, 3 game, 4 game, couldn't improve. Same mistake, and didn't put pressure. So because rugby is a pressure game. So then finally coaches agree to using more kicks. So then we went well. Yeah. So those kind of conversation with the coaches, sometimes coaches doesn't like. But as an analyst, sometimes we have to stand up. But sometimes, not always fighting. Otherwise, I get fired. But yeah, that's very important for the team, not for coaches. So how to collect the visions is very important now. There are lots of technologies, and you might see our training yesterday. We flying 2 drones. This is a very lucky to have those kind of devices. Yeah, but you have a phone, and you're filming a lot of things, family or events, whatever. You're just filming. The same. You don't have to have a flash the devices, as long as you record and show the players. That's more important. Yeah. Especially advantage of the phones, of cameras or phone, is coaches can give instant feedback to the players. Yeah. Yeah. Especially for training. So this is more like training, team training. This is more game. But this iPad or iPhone, you can improve the players straight away. Yeah, doesn't have to be flash. Yeah, as long as the player improves, we are lucky. But I show you how good the drone is, vision of drone is. So you can see that this is a box training yesterday. So you can see the gap between the defender or positioning or what, everything you can see. Can you start? You can see running lines and it's, I don't need any words. Just show the players and they can find out the solution, isn't it? It's okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just go back to defense. After this, this is yesterday's defensive training. You can see the side on, still good, still good. We have a trouble here. We got a trouble. But if you see the drone footage, it's the same play. You can see the problem straight away. So this is good. This is good. Drone is expensive, I know, but some small drone will be handy. We got a second drone. It's not a flash. Just as long as we can film our box training. That's the purpose of, yeah. Yeah, this is, you can use a phone. Just an individual player working on skills. And then you can see maybe tomorrow for the training. We carry a camera, but also we are carrying the iPad. So we just filming this, keep running, and then we also filming with the iPad. And then if coach is asked, I can just show the previous scrum or line or whatever. So if you have two coaches, you can film too. So yeah, just an idea. Thank you. Thank you for listening.